Hello, today I'll be showing the entire demonstration for the Viva verification Viva inside Microsoft Teams. This is the mode here for potential misconduct circumstances where usually in today's age of education, this would require an informal, synchronous, one-on-one stressful Q&A or a misconduct panel taking hours of setup time. This is a drastically faster and auditable alternative. The setup keeps the core verification components of the Q&A, those being having the student articulate their thinking on the spot to the questions we can configure here. It's very resilient to AI, and this mode essentially scales it to save time. So here, as you can see, we've got a very suspicious submission fetched from the VLE. And to speed up the Q&A process, or the question creation process, we've got some AI-generated recommended questions appear, and we can easily click the ones that we like the look of. So this one about revising your analysis, I think this is a good one to choose. Next, we can use a powerful feature, which is video uploading, as it's very powerful for vocational subjects. I can upload a video question, perhaps from my computer, or I can record a video prompt here. I can also add an image as well, which is something that I will do now. So this is an image of a generic storefront. Sorry about that. So looking at the small business, if they wanted to implement the digital marketing strategies you discussed in your assignment, which specific channels would you prioritize first and why? Look at the image for that aforementioned small business. All right, so that was quite quick. It's quite quick to use. It's a lot faster than the usual synchronous in-person or Zoom Q&A. Including the setup time, those can take up to 30 minutes, while this took around 3 minutes. So we've got two questions here. This is the preparation time. This is how long the students get once they see the question. This is how long they get to prepare. And this is the recording time here. The due date, can set a delayed publish if we want. I'm quite happy with that suggested due date. We can also send an email to the student when it's published. A few other things in this page that we can configure. We can configure some accessibility here. I've got 25% extra time already. Text response, re-recordings, pause and resume. Multilingual options up here. And some additional settings here like tab switch tracking. But we'll keep this as is for now, as let's send it off. So that was quite a quick configuration. Now let's switch over to the student side. So just to let you know, while you do have full control over the time duration configuration, usual Vivas should take around 5 minutes on the student side. But in the interest of time, I'll be doing these quite quickly. So students get preparation time before each question, and they can reference their materials and record in their own time. This is the preparation space here, where I can see my submission. And this is the notepad here, where I can jot down my thoughts as well. This notepad, it is accessible. This notepad is accessible during the actual Viva itself as well. And we can do speech to text to jot down our thoughts as well. So let's begin. We get a nice tutorial here. In the interest of time, I will skip this. This is the configuration screen for the Viva. Play test tone, you can do a practice question, and configure our microphone. Once we've given consent, we can start the Viva. So this is the pre-preparation phase. I can see my notepad here, my submission, and let's begin.
If you were to revise your analysis, what specific aspects of your strategic marketing considerations would you improve or change, and why?
So as you heard, it reads out the question aloud. You can configure in the student settings how you want that to be heard. We can see our submission here, and as you can see, I am allowed to view this submission during the recording state as well, and I can search up specific parts of my submission. I can also access my notepad here and just read my notes. Once I have stopped the recording, I'm allowed to re-record. So looking at the small business, if they wanted to implement the digital marketing strategies you discussed in your assignment, which specific channels would you prioritize first and why? Look at the image for that aforementioned small business. So looking at the storefront business, I would prioritize social media marketing first, specifically Instagram and Facebook, because they offer the lowest customer acquisition cost for local businesses. Really quick, I just want to say that I am also allowed to mute my mic. I can also pause my camera. And I can also view the video during the recording state as well. All right, let's submit and continue. I'm quite happy with that. So once a Viva is submitted, we can actually see the submitted ones down here. And this is an option, this is an opportunity for us to perhaps add some clarification comments, like perhaps my Wi-Fi went down. I can listen to the audio here as a student. I am allowed to view. Perfect. So let's switch back to the instructor side to grade it. So here it's shown in the activity feed. I can also review it from here, or the review queue, which takes all the Vivas throughout all your classes. So for review, educators can scan the transcripts in under a minute for straightforward verification, or they can watch the video if they need a bit more detail. As you can see, I am allowed to view this submission. I can see their submission fetched here, and compare this to a 20-minute live Zoom call plus scheduling overhead. We're looking at around 5 times the time reduction per flag student. Everything is documented, the questions asked, the student responses, timestamps, and the educator's review decision. This really addresses the governance concern around informal oral checks that currently have no documentation trail at all. The lowest customer acquisition cost for local businesses. If a student challenges a decision, really quick, or there's an institutional audit, I am also allowed to mute my mic. The complete evidence is here as well. Lastly, I'm also able to record some video feedback. But to really convey how much time that this saves, I also have the opportunity to just read the Viva transcript here. This gets sent to the VLE as a PDF or the LMS, depending on your learning management platform. And lastly, really quick, I'm just going to switch back to the student side, and we can see that the Viva has been graded. We can see the results here. So thank you very much for listening. In the next video, I will be showing this mode, the Q&A assignment Viva, which is best for routine verification at scale, like cohort-wide Vivas, perhaps giving students a Viva after they submit their assignment. And the one that we just showed is the Viva verification, which is for tailored, specific, targeted use cases for potential misconduct circumstances. So thank you very much for listening. Have a good day.